This is not really a video I wanted to make. Who wants to make a doom and gloom video about failure on such a beautiful sunny day? But recently I've heard from some guys coming here and making the classic mistakes, then wondering what happened. So to them, I've dedicated this video. One of the biggest reasons why some expats fail when they come to the Philippines is their lack of self-control. It's really easy to feel like a kid in a candy store when you first get here. Then some behave like a bull in a china shop. Many mistaken kindness and curiosity for adoration. The first time someone says, "Hello, sir," it goes right to their head. They seem to feel so full of themselves there's no room for anyone else. They just never experienced that before, and it's like a drug they can't resist. Some get hooked almost immediately. They mistake an innocent look of curiosity and shyness from a Filipina as a serious crush wanting to have their babies. There are plenty of YouTubers out there feeding that narrative of Western superiority, as if they will land and all the women will swoon. Their biggest regret when looking in the mirror is, "What a shame I'm not a twin, so twice as many Filipinas could be graced with their presence." Oh my God. After a period of misguided rejection and misguided acceptance of the wrong girls, some expat wake up a chick boy with an empty wallet and a reputation the nice girls want nothing to do with. Coming here with a bulletproof ego, built up after a few hundred hours of watching videos, it can be a depressing, rocky road when they finally wake up to reality. There's a lot to be said for misunderstanding, and that goes both ways. It seems to me the view of many Filipinas is just as wrong as the view of many expats when they get here. Some guys make decisions when coming here they would never make at home. Pretty girl wants money for her phone or meds for her mother who's sick or in the hospital. Why do they take that seriously in the Philippines, but when in America, they'd consider it ridiculous and just laugh it off? They get on with dating sites, searching for a beautiful lower companion who will adore them to the ends of the earth. The type of girl that no longer exists in America, they say. For some reason, that's realistic in the Philippines, but not in America. Hello? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I gotta say, I think the Philippines is a wonderful place, with almost endless relationship opportunities. But at least give yourself a fighting chance. Those of you who follow me closely know that I rarely speak about relationships or Filipinas, but this is such a big stumbling block, some just can't deal with it rationally. The hopes and dreams of many Filipinos are equally as well-intentioned as they are for many expats. With all good intentions on both sides, some things often get lost in the translation. Remember all that locker room talk in junior high, which was 90% BS? That's just as true for Filipinas in their world as it is for expats listening to certain YouTubers. I'm not saying don't send financial help to a Filipino you met on a dating site. You guys are big boys. I'm saying use common sense. With some guys, it's like being in Las Vegas feeding a slot machine. And as soon as you stop, it's game over. When I used to go to casinos, I would set a limit on how much I could lose, similar to going to Disneyland or maybe a big concert or something. If I was lucky, the excitement was worth the admission. Who knows, you might get lucky. Just use common sense, the same as you would in the West. Limit your losses and don't get depressed if you don't win. It's about as close to dating advice as I give. The key takeaway here is to slow the F down. Or maybe you'll F around and find out. Now this can also apply to the city where you choose to live when you come here. It never ceases to amaze me how many expats are going straight to Cebu or Dumaguete to settle for a lifetime sight unseen. Their favorite YouTubers are there, so it must be perfect for them too. The decision-making process tends to be way too quick. An example would be landing in Dumaguete, watching the videos about it, and thinking this is the place that you'll love. Then after 30 days, you find out you don't love it and it's not for you. But what have you done? You got yourself tied down there by some long-term commitments you thought were a good idea at the time. If you're going to come to Dumaguete, rent a hotel or an Airbnb for 30 days. Don't rush out, rent a big old house, and then fill it full of furniture. Now, the reason I recommend a hotel or an Airbnb is the walkaway factor. And one very cool thing about the Philippines is the buses run about 24 hours a day in most places. You don't need a long, drawn-out exit strategy. It doesn't take any longer than to hop on a trike and get to the bus station, where you're off to your next adventure. This is your new life until you give it away. And it's that simple. If you've never had true freedom before, give it a shot. You might just love it. My suggestion again is to find a cheap, reasonable place, and that can be your home base. You're retired, so when you get there, just drop your luggage and you're ready to go on vacation. And be on vacation until you find that perfect place for you. Every day can be an adventure while you're looking for that perfect place. To be totally honest, I think I might require two places, like Baguio in the summertime, maybe La Union or Palawan beaches in the winter months, maybe even Porac during the typhoon season. It's the same with moving to America. I might think San Diego's the best city on earth, But just because you don't like it doesn't mean America isn't for you. There's 1,000 islands in the Philippines that are inhabited, each with a little different ambience, culture, and infrastructure, just as there are countless places in America you might love, even if San Diego wasn't for you. And then you'd be glad you didn't sign a long-term lease at that first cute place that you saw. So having that walk-away factor can be a godsend at the end of the day. Don't give it up easily. Sometimes simply you just didn't have to say yes. It's not that I have fear of commitment, but I've been doing that all my life for everyone else's benefit. It's my time now. So not having to commit is the freedom that I enjoy today. If you want a high-rise condo life, you can find it. If you want a much more sedate provincial style, that's also available to you. But you need to give yourself time to settle in, acclimate, and get used to the culture and what's right for you when you come and before you commit. You will change when you come to the Philippines, or you'll probably become miserable. I know a lot of you are chuckling at that, but face the common sense. If you're from Manhattan and you move to a small town in North Dakota, you're going to change. If you're from that same small town in North Dakota and move to Manhattan, you're going to change, or you'll probably be miserable and want to move back. It's human nature. So why does everyone think they're not going to change when they get to the Philippines? Then rush to plant roots before the dust has even had a chance to settle. You will change. Give yourself a chance. Slow down. If a guy comes out here and follows a pattern of saying, okay, I'm just not going to commit to anything major for a certain period of time, then when he does, he's also going to be making a decision from his experience, not from what he thinks he understood it to be said in a video somewhere. It's just common sense. It's just my opinion, but common sense is universal, the same as it is in the Philippines as it is in America. Don't be stupid, you'll be fine. Another major failure I've seen is non-compatible relationships. They commit way too early, trying to impress and then try to solidify their relationship by throwing a lot of money at it, like it's an investment with a guaranteed return. My best advice is if you want sincerity and someone genuine, always play down the my rich uncle thing. Stay humble if you want to find humble, or you may find out all those payments you made were only rent. Now, I've only felt guilty from my guilty pleasures along the way. Sometimes the desire to believe has been stronger than the responsibility to doubt. I've had to learn to be vigilant when it comes to these things. If it sounds a bit too good to be true, chances are it's a bit too good to be true, and may end up just another guilty pleasure. Some will continue to run the stop signs of common sense, and that can be costly financially and emotionally. So you met 7 months ago online, and she's meeting you at the airport with family in tow. What could go wrong? Within a few days, everyone's coming to celebrate your arrival, having a big fiesta because you finally arrived. So you give your asawa a stack of funny money to buy the food and drink. Soon there's excitement in the air coming from all directions. Later that night, you're sitting there at the head of the table, which seems 100 smiles long. How about another case of Red Horse, another bottle of brandy? Now there's a bit of pressure for you. What the hell, you have come this far and nobody wants to be a killjoy this close to the finish line. There goes some more of that currency you don't relate to yet. And when the party's over and nothing left but a hangover, there you are one more time, only now it's halfway around the world. Your desire to believe was stronger than your responsibility to doubt, and you just erred on the wrong side of caution. I don't want to say it was intentionally phony, it's just done too fast. Everyone went wrong, nothing intentional, just another culture clash with all good intentions. If you like the topic and want to hear more, let me know in the comments down below. I will continue it in another video. That's about all I've got on this one. Please like, subscribe, and share with someone who may be interested in coming to the Philippines or someone concerned about you coming to the Philippines.
A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.